with your mama. Two mores in a pod starring Marcus and Deanna. You might just hear some drama. We all a little off kilter. But what you ain't gon' find around this picture is a filter. Put the kids to bed before you get comfy and cozy. This is rated MA, mature audiences only. We keep it real, especially in a room full of phonies. From the mill to a mill, get in tune with my homies. The more got some peoples from the field, y'all can listen to the more. They provide that real that it can be real more. Got some peoples from the field, got to listen to the more. And I'm so honest, let a nigga get a interview more. Got some peoples from the field, y'all can listen to the more. They provide that real that it can get through more. Got some peoples from the field, y'all can listen to. And I'm so honest, let a nigga get an interview.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, you is.
Whatever.
Chill out.
What it do?
What's up?
You know.
How you been?
You know, chilling.
Oh, I don't know. So I'm asking you.
Oh, it's been a little bit.
A little bit of what?
Since we did the
I
show.
said, how you been?
I'm good. I just said that. You be with me all the time. How you not know how I been?
Oh, okay.
Oh, but you right, because I
Yeah,
always get on you about
exactly.
not making small talk before the show.
Exactly. I mean, if you want me to pick something else small to talk about, we can.
Fuck you. Oh, well, I mean, you won't be talking about that.
Right. I mean, I wasn't saying that. I was talking about your hair. I mean, you the one who was going dirty.
Haters. What up, Richard? Out of control bullies in the house, man. Still waiting to get them twins on the damn show. Y'all probably got that twin connection. Maybe you can get them on the show.
Yeah, I asked.
Twins stick together, don't y'all?
Mm-hmm. We do. Twin power.
Activate. Form of an asshole.
You think you funny? That was cute.
I know. Hey, so how you been though, beautiful?
I've been good.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, we making some progress on that movie script.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that yet.
But when were you gonna talk about it?
Go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna talk about it. I just said we making progress. That was it.
Yeah, we're making progress.
That's
You
all.
be applying too much pressure. You trying to make me hurry up and get done.
Man, I told you the end date.
You don't tell me.
No, I tell you. You my wife. I tell you whatever I want to tell you.
I ain't gotta listen.
And you have to obey. Because the vows say to honor and obey.
Do both our vows say that?
I don't think I said that part.
Well, let me go back and look at what your vows say. Make sure you upholding your end of this here bargain.
Anyway.
Can I see you for breach of contract if you ain't?
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, crazy girl. Oh, look. Because we have enough, we can get a TikTok stream access now. So we can start streaming to TikTok. I think that's going to be big for us.
Okay, that's cool.
Considering we got over 25,000 views on our last reel.
Did we?
We did. 25 bands. All right. Anyway, fuck all the dumb shit. Let's get into it. Topic tonight, y'all, is there a such thing as innocent flirting when you're in a relationship? That's a tough one.
No, it ain't.
Is there a such thing as innocent flirting when you're in a relationship? It is tougher than you think because there's so many definitions to flirting and all that other stuff. And we finna get all into it.
Okay.
So with that being said and done, as usual, you know my lady always gets the first say so on, the topic at hand. And so do what you do.
No. There is no such thing as innocent flirting when you're in a relationship. Now, I do think we should talk about, how do you define flirting? Because one person's definition of flirting is different from another person's relationship. But if you know it's flirting, however you define it, then no, there's no such thing as it being innocent. What say you?
I think that the definition of flirting is a big thing. I think that, let me ask you this. Do you think that people flirt but not know they're flirting?
No.
How Sway?
I think if you, it depends on the perception. So yeah, I can say I'll take that back. Yes, but I would also say if sometimes people take things as flirting that's not flirting. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes just being nice is misconstrued as flirting, and that's make the world kind of fucked up to me that I can't. If I'm a man and I hold the door for you, I'm flirting with you just because I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
Nah. So we'll go back to. I'll go back to it. Depends on how you define flirting, because if I don't think it's flirting, and somebody else thinks that it is, I just need to be educated. If it's the person that I'm with, or if it's unwanted attention, then it's upon the other person to say, what that behavior could be misconstrued as flirting. But there are some behaviors that's flat out flirting, and there's no way that you can dress that shit up as anything but flirting.
Okay. So, and I'm just asking
But you didn't answer the question yet.
I kind of feel the same way. I mean,
I think such thing as innocent flirting.
No, yeah, I think that the biggest thing is we gotta understand what the definition of flirting is. And
you said no and yeah, so is it no?
No, I
didn't.
I didn't say no and yeah. No, I didn't.
Watch the tape back.
I didn't say no and yeah.
You said yeah, no.
Anyways, what I'm saying is that again, it really depends on your definition of flirt. Like if you just flat out know you're flirting, and you're purposely doing it, then no, because if your significant other did it, you'd be ready to bust their shit.
Is that the only reason not to flirt while you're in a relationship? Because if your significant other did it, you'd be mad?
I don't know, because I don't know everybody's, like, some people flirt to make other people's day good. Not that they're trying to do anything or trying to be with this motherfucker or anything like that. They simply flirt with them just to make them feel like, oh, look at that. Sort of like, and I know this is more of a harmless thing, but what's the difference of when a dude does it to an old woman and he's making the old woman blush and all that other stuff, but then he flirting if it's a fine girl that you might think is attractive, but then if he does that same thing to an ugly girl that you might not think is attractive to him, then it's not cool. So it's kind of like all in your perception of how you view it. Because if we want to be perfectly honest, all three of them scenarios are the same.
No, they're not.
How?
The intention behind it.
But how do you know that the intention ain't the same? How do you know that? You're just assuming that.
No, I guess it also goes back to how well you know your mate. And then also respecting boundaries. If you tell an 80-year-old woman that she's sexy, I'm going to be like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? But I wouldn't necessarily, I don't think you're a weirdo, but I'm not going to be intimidated. But if you tell a 30-year-old woman that she's sexy, and I actually think she's sexy, yeah, I'm going to feel good about it.
But again, what if you, so you're using the word sexy. What if he just said, hey, beautiful, you're beautiful today. You're looking very beautiful.
I mean, it depends on who you dealing with, but I wouldn't necessarily consider that flirting. I think you can tell somebody they look nice, or, you can pay someone a compliment. Complimenting and flirting are different things. There is a such thing as friendly compliments, but there is a such thing as you taking it overboard. Like if you telling a girl every day she beautiful, then that's that's a little bit excessive. But if you pay someone a compliment, like, oh, maybe this motherfucker usually look like a goddamn homeless person, and then they take a bath. Oh, yeah, I personally wouldn't feel like that's flirting if you paid that motherfucker compliment. But if you doing that every day and you in a relationship, like, oh, hey, beautiful, good morning, beautiful, that's flirting.
So if you say that,
in my opinion, that's a flirtatious behavior.
So if you say that every day to an older lady to make her day, is that flirting too?
Why do you gotta say it to the old lady every day?
Again, I just said to make her day.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I guess it would depend on the situation, because let's not act like it ain't women out here and dudes out here knocking older people down. So, I mean, if it get excessive, maybe I might start questioning why you calling that old lady beautiful every day. Why is it so important for you to make her feel so special?
Might be that he might have an old ass grandma at the crib.
But he ain't calling his grandma. That's different. How you complimenting your grandma? If he paying this old lady compliments like he would pay his grandma, then maybe. But I would still be like, dang, hold on. I mean, that's getting a little bit too.
I was calling my grandma beautiful.
Oh, okay. Every day.
I didn't live.
I mean, that's somebody in your family. So unless y'all them kind of people, the hills have eyes kind of people,
that's the Pulaski people.
No, it ain't. We hang niggas. We not sleeping with our cousins and family members.
Y'all hang them there and sleep with them.
Nah.
But yeah, so I think that I don't know. It's just so much to unpack and to see, because again, in any scenario that we talk about, it's opinionated.
Okay, so let's start with opinions.
It's
What's your opinion of flirting? Give it to me from two perspectives. Give it to me. Let me finish my question. Dang, anxious, sharpshooter. You prematurely.
You haven't let me. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask a question, motherfucker.
Okay, give it to me from two perspectives. What is flirting from your male perspective? Right. I'm a man. You're a man. Tell me what a male behavior. Yeah. Because sometimes when you ain't sure sometimes. From a male behavior, how do you interpret a male flirting? And then from sitting in the male seat again, how do you perceive a woman flirting? Like, what are women doing that make you think, this bitch flirting with me, or this bitch flirting with my homeboy, whatever. I mean, I need to stop saying bitch. This female is flirting.
First of all, I want to say appreciate that Clifford let. She didn't want me to break it down, and then she always be interrupting me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why she be acting like that.
You just didn't let me finish asking my question. So what was you finna break down? You was finna do a breakdown for an incomplete question. Now you got the whole question. Break it down, Jack.
I forgot the question.
You weren't finna break down shit.
Now, all right. So from a man's perspective, let me give it to you from my perspective, because I can't speak for everybody else.
That's fine.
I think flirting is like when you know wholeheartedly that is your intention. Like, just a motherfucker might take it as flirting, but when you know your intention is like, I'm not flirting with this bitch. Now, if she one of them motherfuckers that need attention and take it that way, now I will say this: if you know that about a girl and you pay her a compliment or anything like that, you need to understand who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But if your intentions was like, no, I am not trying to flirt with her. I'm not trying to nothing that I've done is to make her anything, because flirting is not just verbally. You can look at somebody a certain way.
So that's what I'm asking you. When you are flirting, what are you doing? When you know you are being intentional. We're talking about intentional flirting here. What are you doing?
I mean, that's such a general, broad question. Like, because it could be anything. You could be, like just trying to hold a conversation longer, and it might not even be a bad conversation. Just the fact that you're trying to hold a conversation could be flirting. You might not say one word sexually or anything like that, but why do you want to hold this long ass conversation? And so that could be taken. So can you break it down a little bit more?
Let me try answering the question, because I feel like you ain't understanding what I'm asking you.
You are asking a broad ass question. So let me hear how you're gonna answer it, and then I'll come off of you, because that's a broad question.
What I asked you was, what are behaviors that are flirting?
And I just said, if you are talking to somebody and having an extended conversation, that can be flirting, right? That's a behavior, an extended conversation, excessive compliments. But like I said, that's a broad question.
Well, when you first started answering the question, you ended up saying, "I'm not gonna say men, I'm gonna say me." And so that's what I'm asking you is if you're flirting with somebody,
But I said
what
that.
are you doing? So when you're flirting, you're holding long conversations.
No, I said that because any action can be deemed as flirting. To me, when it comes flirting, when it's your intention, what is your intention in the thing? That's when it becomes flirting. Or if she feels that you're flirting and you keep doing the same thing, then your intention has to be flirting. But any action can be deemed as flirting. It can. Any action can be deemed as flirting. I mean, the littlest things. Motherfucker, like, will pick up, especially, and you know this, a desperate woman will pick up anything. Girl, he just flirting with me. Bitch, no. You wanted a piece of gum? I gave you a piece of gum. That's it. So the point that I'm trying to say is any action can be to me. So I'm assuming you have a more general answer. So
I have a more direct answer because that's what I'm looking for from your opinion. So from my opinion, when I think a dude flirt with me, this is the things that's happening. Okay, he's overly complimenting me, not just hey you look nice today, but oh you sexy, or every day hey beautiful. Like every day overly trying to engage with me, like not just a friendly hi, how you doing, good morning. You know how in general you speak to everybody, but if you're making a conscious effort to stop by my desk and we ain't established no friendship yet, and I know you're attracted to me, then I'm gonna feel like you flirt with me. Or
but I said that.
Okay, so I'm finna finish answering.
I said that.
I'm finna finish answering. If I'm flirting with somebody, I think it's more so of like leaving the door open. And so I'm not discouraging you from like engaging in flirtatious behavior. If you're inviting me out and I know that you attracted to me or you want it to be more than just friends, then I'm accepting that invitation out. Even if it don't go nowhere, because I'm leaving the door open, that's my way of flirting right on back with you. But I would certainly say, like, okay, when me and you first started dating, for example, or when you first started talking to me, the first couple times you would like lean over my desk, good morning, Deanna, can I get some of your candy? Okay, I thought you were just being like a bug or whatever. You play too much. But then it was the every day you found a reason to talk to me multiple times a day, and we weren't friends. So I would certainly say.
So if somebody tries to talk to you just because they ain't your friend, that's flirting?
No. But you can pick up on sexual energy. You can pick up on sexual energy.
Here's where I have to throw a flag on the play because there's been a lot of women that are wrong when they think that, and I hate that because like where you think you picking up on sexual energy. It might not be a sexual nothing at all.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, I think men and women have been wrong. Yeah. I done seen plenty of dudes because they ugly and they ain't used to people being nice to them. Yeah, I'm gonna keep what I said. I done seen plenty of ugly dudes interpret a female being kind to them as she flirting with him. And then you gotta hurt his feelings. Yo, old ugly ass. Wasn't nobody flirting with you. I was just trying to be nice to your old ugly stank ass.
Oh, ugly, thirsty ass bitch.
So yes, it works both ways. But I'm just going, usually you know when a person wants you and when they don't. A lot of times you know when a person wants you and when they don't.
Yeah, because I know sometimes motherfucker be naive. So I just.
But like, okay, if a dude is telling a female that she's sexy or damn, I wouldn't mind hitting it. That ain't flirting. To me, that's there are certain things that are like there are certain conversations and words that people use that could be misconstrued as like beautiful. You could be calling me beautiful just to be nice, or you could be calling me beautiful because you want to sleep with me. But when you start calling me sexy and flat out say I wouldn't mind hitting it, you obviously want to hit that. Like there is no misconstruing or confusing that kind of language.
But that ain't what I'm talking
now
about.
Now you say that's way more than flirting. No, I'm saying that's an example of flirting, and that's
Yeah,
That's very clear and blatant.
Yeah, but there's so much more than the clear, because motherfuckers are slick. They're not gonna just come out because of shit like sexual harassment and shit like that, right? So you got to be careful. You can't come out and just say no shit like that. Like, you have to be very deliberate and very like intentional on how you move. So there's other cues that you could pick up on, and you might not know you're being flirted on, or that other person, you know what I'm saying? So like there's so many, it's just so many things, and it's so many different people think of flirting in a different way. And that's where I'm thinking, because like some dudes, like if his girl is bad and she ain't got no clothes on and she walking out and everybody like, God damn, bitch, you sexy, blah 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 blah, right?
Yeah.
They might just be like, nah, the bitch is cold, but that's the way they talk. They not flirting with her, right? But that's the way they talk. And if a nigga, he might be cool with his girl going out like that, and so he won't deem that as flirting. Me, on the other hand, I'm not gonna put up with that shit. But that's what I'm saying. It's like,
does flirting have to? Does flirting require some first person conversation? Like you seeing somebody out and you saying, "Damn, she bad," versus you going up to her and saying, "Damn, you bad." Like, does flirting require some type of conversation?
So if he just runs up to her and says, "Damn, you bad, I just wanted to let you know," and walked away, would you automatically consider that flirting?
I would think you flirt with me.
Okay, but so a flirting usually, to me, right? If I'm gonna walk up to you and say, "Damn, you bad," and just walk away, I had no intentions to flirt with you, because that wouldn't have been the end of the conversation.
But what's the intent of you if you're not?
You might have just wanted to make your day, but if.
But why? I'm a stranger. Why do you care about making my day?
Everybody, like, some people like to make people happy. I don't know. I think
that's something that we're gonna have to agree to disagree on, because I also don't think flirting has to necessarily lead to something.
So what? Then that's a purposeless flirt to me.
So okay, then define flirting. What's your definition of flirting?
I told you there's 15 times. I said when you
told me behavior. I'm asking you now.
What I said is when your intention is to flirt. That's the only way, because any action can be deemed as flirting, but it's a mindset. When your intention is like, okay, I'm flirting with this bitch, that's when it's flirting. Like, your intention might not be like, again.
Okay. What's the intention of flirting?
To me, if you're gonna flirt, like, I mean, it could be many reasons. Like, most of the times you trying to get to know that person, or you trying to dig and see what you can find. You know, it may be. I mean, there's so many. I guess these questions are really broad. They're really broad because there's so many different things. Like, you can't put it in, you know. But to me, like, I didn't flirt with you because I was bored. There was a reason. So, you know, so there isn't. What I'm saying is, I'm not gonna say, "Hey, Deanna, you sexy as hell," and walk away and never talk to you again. That doesn't even make sense to me. But people do that. And so, but by your definition, that's flirting.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking that this person that's went all the way out of their way to stop me, to tell me I'm bad, not to tell me that I'm beautiful or pretty. No, you're stopping me to tell me that you think I'm bad. We don't know if we're gonna see each other again. Like, that's your way. I'm gonna remember you. I'm gonna remember your face. So if I ever see you out again, then maybe it's gonna be something. So yeah, that's like, I'm not saying that I won't like, oh, hey girl, your shoes is nice, or oh, hey sir, your cologne, you smell very nice, to a stranger. But if I'm like invading his personal space or whatever, like, that's crossing a line between paying a nice compliment and and flirting. And so to me, that's the difference between the two. That's one difference between the two, is how excessive is your behavior when you paying that compliment. Because flirting is still another way of complimenting the person. It's just deeper than that. It's deeper than a compliment.
Let's go to the traffic. Let's go to the comments. Sherry says, "Yes, I flirt with his ass in the car when I'm trying to get over in traffic." She's stupid. Yeah, that's way more than flirting. I think it was going back to your comment. That's not flirting. That's going to the point, getting to the point. Facts. Flirting can also make your partner feel insecure.
Yes.
I mean,
I think we need to get to that after we get through some more of these. Of like, I think earlier you said something about like it depends on how your partner feels too and your intentions.
Yep.
So let's not forget about that.
You can also flirt with body language and always words. Yep. Just because I tell you that you are beautiful and walk away, it means I'm flirting. To me, no. That's just me. Like, hey, you walk away. That doesn't mean you're flirting.
That was my example, though.
I understand, but I'm just saying. I said to me. I didn't say to you.
Okay.
I said to me.
I'm just saying to that. Who said that?
To Courtney.
So if you call me beautiful versus goddamn you sexy or damn you bad, that's
no. He might just be physically attracted to you. That don't mean he wants you.
Okay.
He just might be like goddamn. Like
it's but you can't pay like more to me.
So think about the obscenities that's yelled out to Nicki Minaj and all them motherfuckers. Are these people flirting with Nicki Minaj? And
they want to fuck her.
Okay,
whether they think that they can or not, yeah, they want to fuck her.
So you would think that this nigga yelling at obscenity, that's him flirting with Nicki Minaj?
Yes.
I don't. Motherfucker know he ain't got it. He just saying this shit. Nigga know he ain't got a chance. That ain't like you gonna flirt with somebody you know you don't have a chance with.
People do that all the time.
Okay, they're idiots.
Okay.
Complimenting and flirting. Complimenting and flirting are not the same thing. Okay, yes. Yeah. Jasmine, now if you give a compliment and continue to try to have a conversation, that could be flirting. And that's what I was talking about right there. Like when you try to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
If you're interested in someone romantically, you might flirt with them, which means to chat them up or tease them in a playful way. Flirting is an indirect, fun way to let your crush know that you're interested, like a seductive line or a few quote words. I like
Kevin. That's a spot on definition.
Kevin, that's spot on, bro. Like you killed that. That definition was cool. Men tend to want to hide their women because they're insecure of men flirting with their women. That is. I think that. I wouldn't say hiding their women, but I still think there's a way. Like I don't give a fuck like how if you like go out and have a good time and stuff like that. But I still think as a woman who is in a relationship, I still think there is a right way and a wrong way to go out with your girls and stuff. Because I'm not naive. If I thought that you was cute and I flirted with you, I'm not naive that other people are not gonna flirt with you. But in the same sense, I don't want you to have a target on your back because the perception is most women that dress a certain way are single. And most women who are in a relationship dress a certain way. That's perception. I'm not saying that that's reality. I'm just saying that's perception. And so most time if a man see a girl in a seductive ass outfit, he gonna think, oh, that bitch out here looking for another dude. I'm gonna go holler at her. Opposed to another young lady who looks, she might not look bad, but not got all her clothes on, and they might be like, she ain't looking for nobody. Know what I'm saying? So that's usually the perception. Am I right or I'm wrong with that, or you got a different opinion?
No, I think you have a valid point. I do think though sometimes it's not necessarily like your woman might want to be sexy because she's going out with her girls, and so there's a difference between being sexy and being like dressing like you single. And I think that's where the lines get blurred. Because a man, truth be told, if your woman fine, a man will flirt with her whether she fully clothed or showing some skin. If she fine, a man is gonna flirt with her.
That's fact. Since I've been married, I've only been flirted at 3 times. One time I remember someone from Chick-fil-A, a woman was trying to deliver my food and had to curve her on Can you read that? I can't even see it from over here.
Curve her, of course, after she asked me for my number. Laugh out loud. I was like, why? So I would be confused as if I was complimented because I don't know how to respond. Is that bad? No. Taurus, I think that's a. I appreciate you for being honest because
Tyler's trying to earn pussy points. Go ahead.
Why?
Cause
what?
Because of his comment.
Because he want his wife to know that he curving bitches for her?
No.
Is that why he trying to get pussy?
No, it's because he said it on the podcast.
Tyrus, did you tell Jasmine about it? Did you go home and be like, baby, this girl tried to holler at me? I think this girl was trying to talk to me. I don't think it's bad, though, that you don't know how to respond because it can be awkward, especially if it's been a long time. Like, I've been married for a few years now, so if it's been a long time since somebody, like, complimented you or even further with you, it can be a little bit awkward. And what do you say? Just thank you? That's it. That's all you got to say, Taurus, is thank you. There's nothing disrespectful about that. Now, if she keep on trying to talk to you and you keep on engaging, now Jasmine might have to come around that corner and grab you up by the neck, but there's nothing wrong with you accepting a compliment.
Well, how you accept a compliment is another thing too.
What you mean?
Like
elaborate.
If you accept a compliment, you like all giddy and shit.
Tyrus, is that how you laugh? Tyrus, you laughing like that when the lady compliments you?
Oh, stop.
But is it supposed to make you smile?
Oh, stop.
Tyrus, is that how you laugh? How you accept compliments, Marcus?
That's what's up.
You just smile like a goddamn chest tip.
I really don't. But DeCourtney said, I will walk up to a woman and tell her she is beautiful just to make her day, like Marcus said. I'm not trying to smash, although if she wants to join, then come on.
See, DeCourtney, I was with you till you said that. Now I don't believe you. Because, so let me just ask you this. If you with somebody, are you, now here's what I'm going to preface this with, different strokes for different folks. So, if you with somebody, are you walking up to another woman, rando, and just tell her she beautiful? What if your woman with you? Does the conversation change if your woman with you? Does your behavior change if your woman with you? Go on to the next comment while the court answer that.
I wouldn't say anything to a female that I wouldn't want my wife saying to another man, point blank.
That's my point right there. Right there. Or if you, like, if you willing to say it, then to me, it goes back to the point you was making about intentions. If you, the things that you're willing to say to the opposite sex, if you can say it in front of your mate, then, you know what? By all means.
What if your mate's okay with it?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. So
if your mate's okay
if
with
your mate's okay with the compliment, do you consider that flirting though? If you and your mate okay and they don't know that, so that's what the point that I'm trying to make is intention. Intention is.
But is it just your intention or how your mate perceives your intention?
I mean that's another conversation, but I think that it's something. Of course, if it happens, right, then y'all have to talk about it and see and make sure y'all on the same page.
Yeah, like I done had a few relationships and I never recall having a conversation of like, what does flirting mean to you? And that's maybe something we talk about communication a lot on this show, and that's something that should be understood between you and your significant other of like, this is behaviors that I consider flirting and I'm not okay with you flirting.
Yeah. And then the man might be like, well, that's not flirting, that's your insecurity. And then, so then, like you said, that you just have to communicate that back and forth. So
let me ask you this. Is it your significant other's responsibility to maneuver around your insecurities?
Yes and no. I say yes because if you're trying to make a relationship work, then I think you should absolutely do what it takes. But no, because if every fucking thing is an insecurity, I listen, at some point, if I've given you that shit is draining. if I'm telling you over and over again, you're beautiful, and I'm trying to really boost you up, and I'm toning you out and everything, and every time something is not perfect, then now all those insecurities, so that shit is draining. So yes, they should attempt it. They should attempt it, and they should overly attempt it. But at some motherfucking point, either you gonna accept it or you not gonna accept it. So that's why I say yes and no.
Does your feelings on that change if that person caused the significant other's insecurities? Like, do you?
Yes
do
and
you
no
feel
again.
Like, okay.
Yes, because of course you caused the insecurity, right? So yes, absolutely. But no, because if you said that we was gonna get back together, and we done got back together, and all is forgiven, let's not go back down that same goddamn road. You see what I'm saying? If we done got back together and we said all is forgiven, but putting yourself in that person's shoes, absolutely, because you caused it, and what's probably going on in their mind is this is how it started last time,
or something wrong with me, or what was like. I know that happens to a lot of men and women when they see that their significant others are stepping outside and flirting, even if they don't cheat. The fact that they have to engage in what could be deemed as like crossing the line behavior or crossing the line conversations, they need that, whether it's attention or it's fun to them. You know, like some people just flirt just because it's fun. They have no intentions of having sex with somebody else or, you know, stepping outside their relationship. It's fun to them for them to engage in conversations, but what they don't think about is how that might make their significant other feel. I would certainly be questioning, like, dang, why he gotta go talk to other women? I'm not fun. I'm not sexy. I don't keep it cute. And so those
Michael
are things
Jordan.
that exactly. Those are things that you also gotta consider. So, like when I say maneuver around your significant other's insecurity, is it your responsibility? I agree with you. Like it depends on the situation, and it is a yes or no answer.
The attempt should be made.
The attempt should have to be made. The Courtney says, honestly, we both do it. So he's going back to the question I asked him about if he'd be okay with his woman like going up to another man and saying, I said, hey, different strokes for different folks. I appreciate that. She's about that life as well. So I bet y'all super fun. I can imagine. I want to go to his other comment. I'm going to go back to Tara's comment in a minute. But he also said we never grew up thinking we needed to have a conversation about flirting. But like Sis said, this needs to be a conversation in the beginning of the relationship so each knows what their definition of flirting is and can explain it to their partner. Exactly. And so you know what, if we have this conversation, you might change my mind on what the definition of flirting is. But what cannot happen is you give your definition, I give my definition, we agree to go by your definition, and then when I do it, now you mad. I'm like, well, I thought this was okay. I thought this was like innocent. This is innocent kind of stuff. And so open communication, but then making sure there's no double standards. Like don't say what you mean. If you mean I don't want you to be mad at me when I do it, but you can't do it, say that up front so we can argue then and not 2 months down the road, because we're gonna argue about it.
Hey, shout out to the Courtney, man. Jack and Jen Knowledge, man. He got a podcast.
Yeah, drop that link down in the comments.
Yeah, the Courtney, drop that link. Drop your information, man.
Oh yeah, they crazy.
That man podcast is off the chain, man. I fuck with it. I've been knowing the Courtney and Doug for forever, man. They're my brothers, man. So, and I think the Courtney got an event coming up that we need to take our ass on down.
Adult pool
we
party.
gotta take our ass on down to Alabama,
They had
baby.
me sold the next day.
Take us down to Alabama, and I'm bringing my white chair.
Now I want
just
some
in
barbecue
case.
too. I want some barbecue.
Yeah, man. I'm bringing my white chair
What white chair?
to Alabama. Then I can
you
throw
want-
my hat up, and then never mind. That went over your head.
It did. What?
Everybody else got it.
I don't get it.
The riverboat incident.
Okay. Tyra says, keep in mind, I didn't know how to respond because even before I was married, I was never approached or complimented. But I kept it moving, laugh out loud. It never fazed me. Tyra, are you sure you was never? Because I do think certain people, especially if they not like high up on themselves as far as like I'm not saying cocky or insecure, but you don't really like realize if you handsome or pretty or don't let it go to your head or whatever. Like I know that there has been instances where I formed a friendship with somebody and they was attracted to me and I never like I don't always pick up on that. Sometimes maybe it's some stuff that maybe that's happened to you that girls was throwing you signals and you just didn't know. Maybe you wasn't picking up on it.
So I guess that if you're friends with somebody and because going back to your definition earlier, if you're friends with somebody and you know they're attracted to you, is that considered leaving the door open?
Not necessarily. I think let's just say if you've made it 100% clear that this is nothing but a platonic relationship, you are making it clear. Now, if they don't respect that and they continue to overstep and make comments that they know is inappropriate for you or you express is inappropriate, then it's up to you to shut that door. Because I do think people who I think you can find somebody attractive or think they cute without wanting them, and that doesn't necessarily mean that y'all can't be friends just because you think they cute.
Yeah,
you gonna walk around with all ugly ass friends?
So what my thing is this. So you're leaving yourself open if you know that they think that you're attractive in that way. Even again, flirting doesn't have to be what's said. Excessive conversation, the way you're being looked at, so it doesn't have to be just words. So I think you kind of do leave that. And number one, how do you? I guess my question is, how do you know they think you're attractive? I think that's the biggest thing. That's probably the biggest thing.
In your example, how do you know?
That is a question I'm asking you, but I mean maybe because you might think that and you might think absolutely wrong.
But I think though, if that's the case where I think they think I'm cute and I'm absolutely wrong, I think that's a prime example of where that can be a platonic relationship. Yeah. Because obviously, maybe I just think I'm cute and everybody think I'm cute.
I know bitches like that. And that don't even be cold.
I do too.
They be average at best.
Girls that got the worst attitude.
And they think that think you flirting with them. Man, them average ass bitches.
Well, I'm going.
And they ain't got no money.
On y'all too. I'm gonna talk about why girls are like that. But if we have had a friendship and I think you attracted to me and it's not clear to me that you're attracted to me, then that means you've been respecting our boundaries. You've been respecting our friendship and not going.
Or you're just not picking up on it or don't want to pick up on it. Because some of the things, like you said, some of the things that if your guy is excessively talking to somebody and you're like, why is he? And their conversation is clean, but he's excessively talking to that person. You'll be mad at your guy. But if a guy is excessively talking to you and you think the conversation is clean, then the shit's cool. And I'm not saying you in general. I'm just saying.
But I personally, so you got a lot of female friends, and if I'm not seeing anything that suggested she was into you or you was into her, I don't feel any kind of way about that because I know that there's a such. Hell, my best friend is a guy, and granted, me and him don't talk that much no more, but I still call him my best friend, and you've never been like, why the fuck this motherfucker, you know? So all your female friends ain't. You got some bad female friends. And so, I would be crazy to think that you've never paid them a compliment. Like, if I say, God damn, she bad, you got to be thinking that. And I'm not accusing you, but you're not blind. My point is, you can be friends with the opposite sex. They can be attractive, but y'all can keep it clean.
Yeah, no, and that's cool, but I'm just going back to a definition that was given earlier.
Yeah,
where we were talking about excessive conversation, and like, for example, if you're telling your dude, like you said with Double Sanders, that excessive conversation is bad, but then on the other hand, you're telling, even though another nigga trying to have excessive conversation with you, that ain't flirting, but you're telling your dude that's flirting.
Yeah. No, y'all gotta keep the definitions equal.
That is what
if excessive conversation, if your female friend, I'm saying that's excessive conversation, and that's flirting, then I have to say the same thing about my male friend that I'm excessively talking to.
Yeah, because I just be honest. As I think of gender, I think that men are deemed as flirting more than women. Because
I agree with that. I mean, because it's not, y'all are hunters. That it is in y'all nature to go hunt. We are gatherers, so we're gonna go for the most part. Because
I was really about to say back in the day.
Yeah, that's so. So let me go back to my. Let me backtrack. This is how it used to be. Women would sit back, like we would give you signals that it's okay to approach us, but you're absolutely approaching. Like there's no, like when the boys be telling me that girls be walking up. I mean, I done seen girls walk up on my boys. Now, while I can appreciate that you that bold, that's not the era that I came from. That's not the type of female that I am. I want to be pursued. I don't want to do the pursuing. That's completely different. So when you say, like, the definitions of flirting, that's why I said my definition, when I'm flirting, I am leaving the door open. I am participating. I'm not going to start it, but I'm going to encourage it once it does begin, if I'm interested in you that way. If I'm not interested in you that, oh, hell, I got a boyfriend, even if I don't.
But there is, so, but still, when I look at your definition of, like, inviting, I think a lot of women do that and don't even intend to flirt too. And so by that definition, like, if I'm inviting and I'm in it because you might entertain a conversation just because you're entertaining a conversation. Not even nothing bad.
You ain't picked up on the fact that he flirts.
Exactly.
For some people, they are very subtle. But I think that's where your conversation around intentions come into play. And as soon as you know that this person is flirting with you, then you got to cut that off.
Yep. Kia says, if you're in a relationship, what's the purpose of flirting? I mean,
that's a great question.
So here's my thing. And so let's go back to your profession. A bartender. So here's why I'm talking about intent. A bartender might show them titties, might be leaned all over you, might do all kind of shit because they trying to get a tip, right?
Right.
But if you were leaned all over and showing them titties and all that other stuff, then we gonna say that's flirt. So I say all that to say,
I would still say the bartender's flirting. I'm just gonna say she flirting for a tip.
Okay. So, but what I'm saying is, so as a, and again, it kind of goes back. Is that innocent flirting?
I don't. So it depends. If I'm a man, so I've talked about how if I was a man, how fucked up I would be because I'm possessive, I get jealous, and I'm territorial. If I'm her man, I got a problem with it. I don't give a fuck what your job is. You better learn how to be nice. You better fill them drinks up to the top. I just don't necessarily feel like you got to show your titties and flirt or make a man or woman feel like you gonna sleep with them if they tip you well. That's not even the kind of so for me. If I was a man, then that would still be a problem for me. But I'm not a man.
So, and here's what I'm gonna say is, here's why I'm gonna challenge you on that. Sex sells. It's a reason why these motherfuckers dress the way they dress at these clubs and these outfits and shit like that. So if you the only one not doing that, chances are you not gonna get no play. I'm not saying you're not, because sometimes the conversation is great, but they wear those outfits and shit for a reason at the clubs.
I'm not. Both things are true. Both things are true, and the reason I was making the point about if I was a man, that's how I would feel. I would probably be an insecure man. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have to be comfortable with my significant other for me not to be upset, and I probably wouldn't go see her at work. I couldn't watch my significant other grinning up and like showing the same attention to another man as she's showing to me. That's just my personal opinion. I do agree that sex sells, and that's a messed up. Like, why you can't just tip the girl because she was a good bartender? Why she got to be naked? Why she got to let you see a titty?
Now, I'll tell you that, you know, we talk about the old school news. That shit go back to the old days.
That's like when we go to Hooters. When we go to Hooters, boy, it be pissing me off when them damn girls come to you first. But in the same sense though, I still think that's just still you be being. Bro, they be showing you when okay, I'm okay if they come to you first, but you have to show the female just as much attention or be just as nice to the female that you are to the male.
So what if we go to a regular restaurant and they do that? No, because that's bogus though. If just because so it's in your mind you're that, but we go to a lot of restaurants. When there's a man and their woman, like for example, when they bring the bill, 9 times out of 10, they bring the bill to the man, and I'm okay with it. Okay, but what
I said was when they treat me differently.
Okay, but what I'm saying is so when we're at a regular restaurant,
I'm gonna still have a problem with them treating me differently than you.
I ain't seen you act like that, but anyhow,
because you ain't seen them treat me differently at a regular restaurant. Like
they're not treating you different.
Oh, okay.
They don't. In your mind, I promise. Anytime we go into a place like that, your defense is already up.
Marcus, you don't. That's partially true, but I would also say it's partially true that you don't pick up on things all the time.
Well,
you don't read auras and body like you. Something got to be blatant for you to pick up on.
No, I'm just saying.
I pick up on subtleties.
No, you pick up on emotions.
No, I know how to read people. Exactly.
You ain't know. You're not. That is not what your degree is in.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You are smart, not a psychiatrist.
Listen.
That is not what your fucking degree is in.
Okay.
Ma'am.
I know people. I'm a Libra.
As a husband, I have make sure that I don't put my wife in an awkward situation. By that token, keep your crushes under control. Mm-hmm. God made us beautiful in our own way. There will always be going to be something you would like in another person, especially if you hang around them long enough. Hey, true. Kevin Stone's spitting that fire tonight.
Yeah, I don't know who Kevin is, but yeah, Kevin, come back.
We might need to have him on the show, man. Hey, Kevin Stone going off.
Let me give you an example. Okay, I was thinking about this the other day. So, okay, I've been dieting, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, where I go get my nails done, they had just opened up a cupcake collection. Mm-hmm. Okay, first day I noticed it, I just like, oh man, cupcake collection is there. I'm gonna diet. Let me go ahead and go in here, get my nails done. Okay. Next week, same thing. I look, I gotta look closer, inch to look closer to the door. Didn't go in. Didn't even look to see what kind of cupcakes they had. When I got my nails done. The next time I went, started looking at the cupcakes. Like, damn. All right. Didn't go in though. I just looked. A little slob came down my mouth a little bit. Okay. But I didn't go in. When I got my nails done. The next time, I got my nails done first. And then I decided I'm just going to go in there and look. Just going to go inside and look. But I walked out with some cupcakes, right? I'm giving you that analogy because that's my way of thinking. The minute you open that door is when your intentions change. I was good standing outside, window shopping, looking at the cupcakes. That's fine. Once I crossed that line and opened up that door and went inside the cupcake shop, my intentions changed. I knew no matter how much I told myself up here, I said to myself, my mouth said, I'm not finna get a cupcake. I'm just going in and look. My money was already in my hand.
Why would... But what if you would have walked in and walked out?
I'm going back. What's the point of walking in and walking out? My guilt maybe got to me.
I've seen older couples do it. I've had them do it to me. But I think it takes growth within each other to be okay. I'm going to say no for me. That's what I would like. So different strokes for different folks. Like, and that's where it comes back. And I think you said it earlier, which I will agree with you. The few times we have agreed tonight is it goes back to communication.
You acting like you want to fight me or something. Like, what's up?
I like what you did there, D.
Thank you, Talisha.
You opened the door.
She got where I was going with the story.
I mean, I got it too. I ain't saying it was like no 10.
But you was trying to hate on me.
I give it like an 8.
Okay.
motherfucker.
Okay.
So no. So my thing is this. Again, my opinion is still intentions.
Mm-hmm.
It's always gonna stay intentions because I think that again, there's so many ways that you could flirt. There are so many ways that you could flirt. You know what I'm saying? And so, what is your intention behind it? Like, if you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, anybody can think that you flirting with them for any reason. If you standing in line and so let's say you stare at a girl and you staring at a girl and she look back and catch you. That nigga flirting with me. No, he might just think you beautiful. He don't fucking think he.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so.
That's not flirting to me though, but I can understand what you're saying that somebody might interpret that as flirting.
And so so what if you're a wife and you're with your husband and you catch him staring at a girl? Is he flirting with her?
No, but I think if he's staring that much where I notice he being disrespectful.
Okay, but
you can.
Again,
there are flirting? Other ways to be. No, it's
okay.
not. I don't think looking at somebody is flirting. I also don't think like.
I think it is. If you looking at them and giving them that, or maybe if you wink, but
that ain't just looking at them. Then.
But just looking at them. If you looking at them with your intent of purposely them looking back at you and catching you, that's flirting.
But what if you never speak to them? What if you never open up your mouth? Maybe I'm looking at you because you got a boog in your nose. I'm trying to signal that you got a boog.
No, I would say if you're looking at them with the intent of them looking back at you. To see okay, what's gonna be? That's flirting.
Okay, that's like
what's
mind reading. I thought you said that men were mind readers.
No, I'm just saying, man. So
that's
nigga,
what you said.
Nigga, I looked at you and was like, nigga, bring.
You didn't know.
Nigga, you're
a liar. You're a liar. You did not look at me.
Marcus,
you talked to me for
nigga.
weeks.
I ain't talked to you.
Yes, you did.
Weeks.
Yes.
No.
Got on my nerves. Went through 3 bags of candy. Yes.
Cap, y'all.
No. You didn't just look at me. You act like you looked at me and I floated across the room. Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah, like on that Martin episode.
No, sir.
And I played the saxophone.
You trying to say it was love at first sight? Nigga, please. Right. It was not.
Okay. That's what you say.
Oh, okay.
Young D, that what your mouth say. Ain't no one-on-one, nigga.
TK said everything I say is facts.
Man, that's what she's fucking supposed to say. She's a woman.
No,
I don't fucking
I
listen
women
to
that
that.
agree with me.
Well, TK is, and she always tells me she agree with you. So I'm not listening to what TK is saying. For what? No, I mean you.
So
no.
I can look at you. So you know I'm flirting with
you have valid points.
How I'm looking at you to know that I want you.
That one right there looks like that's you being stupid. You know, right. Man, I know that ain't right.
You damn right. I was just brushing my teeth.
Sorry ass. And that's why you don't get your ass. Hey.
Whatever. Whatever. So, okay, I'm going to go back to something you said. You said, hold on, what did you say? You said intentions, right? That if I know my intentions, but we talking about if you're in a relationship. So you know your intentions. And so you might, in your head, you paying an innocent compliment. You're making a gesture that you never intend on following through on. But how does your significant other know that? And should the fact that it could be interpreted, no matter your intentions, the fact that it could be interpreted as something else, should that change the way you engage with the opposite sex?
It goes back to communication and because if this has never came up and you do that, and your intentions was never good, and you've never been checked on it or never, then how would you know if that was right or wrong on how the way they felt?
That's fair.
How would you know? But
so you saying if your significant other sees you doing something that they don't like, they should.
I wouldn't say just see you. You might say something, or you might hear about it, or y'all might have it in a conversation. Because chances are, like, if you with your woman, you like you said earlier, chances are you're not gonna leave your woman to go play another woman a compliment or go. You know what I'm saying? So,
boy, I wish you would.
I mean, some of these motherfuckers do.
They both, yeah.
Yeah, but so like you might not know that what it is until you told what it is. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm sure there was probably a lot of things that you thought was okay that I wasn't cool with, and vice versa.
And I mean, that's probably something that we certainly should talk about it, because I know. So I have a habit of, I compliment women a lot, especially if it's a woman that I'm comfortable with, and I might be like, dang girl, look at that booty or something like that, or oh, look at them titties. But when you talk about intentions, I know I'm not gay, and I know that you can have an appreciation for. I'm speaking from my own perspective. I can have an appreciation for a woman's beauty or her body without wanting her. I know what I think looks good, and I don't mind saying it. But I never really stopped to think, could you perceive that as me flirting? Or could she perceive that as me flirting? I hope not. Like, no one's ever told me that I made them feel uncomfortable, but I hope that if I ever did, they would say something so I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, I mean, it can. In these days, it definitely could be perceived as flirting, because there's so many women that love women. There's so many women that love men. You just don't know. There's so many. Their mindset and be like, why is she saying that? Is she curious?
That's true.
And that could be opening the door right there.
Until tonight, just now, that never even crossed my mind that somebody could like. And I have done that a lot. Like I have said that to a lot of girls. Hell, I probably said something to TK. But I know I definitely said something to a girl at the show, at the live show, cause I said, oh yeah, I remember you. If you would have turned around, I would have immediately known who you was because of that ass. Now I was shut up. She laughed, but for all I knew, maybe that made her feel uncomfortable. Maybe I said something. That's why she ain't been to another party. I don't know. And so now I'll be more mindful about it.
We ain't had another party.
No, yeah, we have.
What party?
We've had a party since that person had came. She's missed parties.
From the live show? So you must be talking about the first live show. Because we haven't had a party since the second one.
She had came to a party years ago. She came to the live show and was like, you remember me?
Oh, okay.
She came to one of the pool parties a while back. She hasn't been to every pool party.
Oh.
It's been a few years since we'd seen her. Well, since I've seen her.
Oh, I doubt that's the reason, but, Anyhow. So, yeah, it's about time to wrap it up. We just went over an hour, so I'm going to close with my stance is intention. Now, if attention and communication, right? Mm-hmm. My intention or anybody's intention, if they're not intending to flirt, but it's perceived as flirting, if you communicate that, then that's just something that y'all gotta figure out what you gonna do. And if that means she wants you to just stop it, you stop it, even if you know that ain't your intention, because it's about communication. But what I will challenge everybody is this. All these definitions of your mate flirting, make sure you damn well are keeping that same energy when you're being flirted with, and don't fucking act naive when you on this nigga or bitch for the same reason.
When you say keep that same energy, what do you mean?
I mean that if you don't want your man saying that shit to the people, or what he's saying is harmless flirting, then don't let a motherfucker harmless flirt with you. So
you supposed to check that person.
You don't have to check them.
Are you supposed to check them, or are you just supposed to stop talking to them?
Yeah, you can just shut it down. You don't gotta check them, because checking people gets. Man, you want that fine bitch? I wasn't trying to holler at you, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Let me rephrase it, because when I say checking, I mean addressing it head on. It's like, hey, I appreciate the compliment, but I don't feel comfortable with you talking to me that way, or something like that.
But again, even if you say that,
yeah,
you ain't that bad, bitch. I wasn't trying to holler at you, bitch.
No, what I'm asking you, is that a proper way? When you say keep that same energy, is that a proper way to keep that same energy?
I mean, you can do that, or you can just not keep it going. You can do that and keep it moving.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think for a woman, it gets a little more sticky because like men will say that and say these things. I've seen it where a nigga be like, nigga, fuck you, bitch. You wasn't even cold. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to pay your stupid ass a compliment and you wanted. And so women have to be really careful with that shit because I'm gonna tell you, one of these niggas say that to you and I'm doing 25 to life. And that shit proven, nigga. Motherfuckers don't even try me on that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm with this shit.
TK says, would you let your partner flirt with a bartender if y'all getting free drinks all night?
TK. So let me tell you, I'm gonna say TK. Cover up your name. She said she'll pimp her girl out all night to get them free drinks.
If I'm drunk enough, I'm probably not can.
Nah, I ain't never been that drunk.
Yeah, I get a little more friendly and I'm allowed.
Yeah, you need to calm your ass down too.
Anyways, I'm not as jealous, especially if she a cute bartender. I'm probably gonna say some off the wall shit, but yeah, I'm gonna let him flirt if we getting something out of it.
I ain't. Well, I'm never.
Okay.
That's just off limits. You ain't flashing no titties or nothing.
Gator Boy says, he'll help you fight too.
Hey, my nigga. Hey, hey, real shit. Like these people that you grow up with, like Gator Boy. When I tell you this is one of the realest niggas you gonna meet, like I fuck with. And I can't wait for the day he pull up. Cause when this nigga pull up, we gonna have to like spray our mics down with holy water and everything.
Yeah, he be going off in the
comments. I fuck with Gator Boy the long way, man. And just listen to the name Gator Boy. He gotta be from Florida, and everybody from Florida. Florida boy, but that's a real nigga right there. It's good to still have the people you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that was my definition, the intention, and keep that same energy. Yeah. How you feel?
My position stayed the same, that there's no such thing as innocent flirting, but I will add on that you and your mate need to have a clear understanding of what's flirting and what's not flirting, what's okay behaviors, what's not okay behaviors, because I might think I'm having an innocent conversation, paying an innocent compliment, but my significant other thinks that I'm flirting. And when I'm in a relationship, in my marriage, it's more important for me to make my mate feel secure and trust me. And if that means I gotta change the way I talk or change how I engage with the opposite sex, I'm willing to do that, because at this point I have chosen you, whether we're in a relationship or we married. And in my marriage, it's more important for you to know that I ain't on no fuck shit. That's major to me, and for a lot of people it is. You want to be trusted, and I'm not going. If you have made it clear that something makes you feel uncomfortable, whether I like doing it or not, I'm gonna discontinue doing it because it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Cool, bang.
But yeah, there's no such thing as harmless flirting.
Last question. If you know somebody's flirting with you, and you don't close it, but you don't engage with it, is that flirting?
Sometimes so personally, I think not engaging is shutting you down.
But you're not. I think if somebody tries excessively,
if I'm not responding to you, that should tell you I'm not interested.
So I see it two ways. Because flirting can be saving that nigga for a rainy day. And no, I might not respond to you now, but so if you're not interested, you're not interested. So is it like you're not interested because you're in a relationship, or you're not interested because you're not interested? Like, and I think that is. So
here's what I'm gonna challenge you. If I respond, I can still double back. Yeah. And so for me, if you. And I actually feel my position on this has flipped, because at one point in time, I would like, I'm married now. I'm good. What you'll get back, women get this back all the time. Can you have friends? That's the very next question. And then it's like, no. But if you never responded in the first place, then that don't even open up the door. Like when you respond, I feel like that make people think that you might be willing to be on some fuck shit. And so it was actually the show we did with Sean. Sean was like, I don't know, why my girl responded anyway? And so You know, I'm just saying that what I thought, I never really perceived it as like, oh, I'm just letting the motherfucker down calmly. I never thought, oh no, if you responding in any way, then you leaving the door open. Not because I know I'm gonna go back to intention. I know I don't want this motherfucker,
Yeah.
but I also don't want a motherfucker blowing me up all the time. Like that is annoying. Like that's when a motherfucker can't take no for an answer. That's harsh.
Or you got things to do, block and stuff like that. Real simple. Now it's a little bit different when you're in person.
Yeah.
But on social media, if you don't want a motherfucker to hit you up a million times, block them. That's really simple.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't annoying. It could be all fixed in a boop. So with knowing that if somebody doesn't block them, why do they want to keep getting those messages?
That's a good question. I'm gonna speak from my own personal experience because the whole reason I started accepting people that I don't know is to help build our audience. I wanted to like have more followers because I'm trying to get our show out there. So if I block a person, do they still see our content? That's my own personal reasoning. Now other people might have different reasons, but I don't take social media. If I ain't gave you my phone number, I have no intentions of engaging with you.
Yeah. Sad thing about it though is now in this world, so you have to, and I know you don't have any intention, but now motherfuckers don't even ask for your phone number. What's your Instagram?
But here's the deal. Our generation, I ain't gonna speak for everybody in our generation, but a lot of our generation still old school.
Nigga, now we was phone numbers back in our day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Here go my social, but I don't post shit. Here you go.
Yeah. Cause now, like, what's your Instagram? Like, it like even not even just in a relationship, like professional, but like nigga, no. What happened to business cards? What happened? Nigga, give me your Instagram. Give me your.
No more. Like even when I go to conferences and shit, they're not asking for business cards. They asking me to flip my name tag over and they scanning my shit.
Yep. It's a good conversation.
It was a good conversation.
Good conversation, man.
It was. This feel like something we probably could have dragged out a little bit more because I think a lot of it does go back to like your own personal definition of flirting. I also think your past experience kind of shapes the way you look at how you perceive things.
Yeah.
Not just with your significant other, like people carry baggage into their new relationships.
That's clutch because your last man might have been flirting. Your new man is harmless as hell.
Hey, I'm a salesperson. But I need to make all the connections I can get.
But the communication, like you said, if you've communicated, this is some of the things that he's done in the past, and that's why I feel that way.
Yeah, somebody, I think it might have been Ray J, but somebody made a comment about like reassurance. Like I know that like it can be frustrating when you're constantly having to reassure somebody, but that's the nature of the beast. Especially if when you with somebody and you know they got baggage, and let's just be you deal with that baggage as it comes. But if you are that baggage, if you cause that baggage, then yeah, the way that you build that trust back up, the way that you help overcome insecurities is by constantly reassuring that person. I mean, unfortunately, that's an unfortunate piece of it. And now I'm not saying all people are like this. Some people are like, oh, it happened. I forgive you. I forget. You know, your slate is wiped clean. But everybody can't move like it. Everybody don't get over things that quickly, and so I do feel like that's a part of it. That's a part of being in a relationship. And when the reassurance becomes too much of a burden, that's when you got to make a decision to stay in or get out.
Get out and got the tears in your eyes. Yeah. Anyhow, we finna get out this conversation.
This was good.
This was real good.
Juicy.
Yeah. Hold up. Last one. Real adult men knows when a woman is making a sale and a woman's trying to holler at you. Two different things.
That's true. That is true, unless you let your vanity get in the way. Because I'm not seeing a lot of people let their vanity.
I'm in love with a stripper. These niggas be falling in love with these strippers. Like how?
They don't care though.
Like listen.
They don't care.
I know this bitch don't care about me.
There's a lot of dudes that don't care about being a trick. They're fine with that.
I know, but how do you fall in love with somebody that just wants you for your money? I can't get jiggy with
She
that.
made me feel good.
Like, cause the next nigga that come with more money than me, like, I think the thing about having a significant other is just that, where you know, like, but if another nigga come with more money, I did it 19.
All your friends crazy.
Hey, Mike, hey, when you pull up, you gonna have to tell us that story.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said and done, we out. Oh, we got a new outro. I don't have it with me, but we're gonna play that new outro next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, but we're gonna play the intro on the outro right now.
Playing the next live show because we've been asked a few times on the next one.
Yes, the next live show. We're gonna start planning it. I really want. I tell you what, we ain't planning shit till that script done.
Can you play the outro?
Outro it is.
Bye, y'all.
Welcome to the greatest podcast to argue with your mama about. Two Moors in a pod starring Marcus
Black
and
China.
You might just hear some drama. We all a little off kilter.
That boy crazy.
Ain't gonna find around this picture is a filter. So put the kids to bed before you get comfy and cozy. This is rated MA, mature audiences only. We keep it real, especially in a room full of phonies. From the mill to a meal.
Now look, she keep on saying it's
Podcast pool party. We're gonna have to pray over that one. Same, my guy. And I'm from North Side. Let a nigga interview. From the north side of Clarksville. Yes, the north side of Clarksville. Yes. I'm gonna keep saying it till y'all do it. TK.